And we are live with episode 25 of The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. And oh my life, I hate everything about the last chapter and the fragments. Well, okay, not the fragments. I hate everything about the last chapter. It's just... Anyway, let's get into it. Finale chapter! Day 1. Of like 8. Unit 5. And Unit 9, fuck. Oh yeah, and us finding out that Wazi's not only bisexual, but a member of the church. Oh boy. Fun times. We'll take care of the ions for our part, just as planned. You guys be careful out there. The same to you, Heretic Hunter. Oh, pardon me. Thousand Hand Guardian. May not be your title anymore, but that doesn't mean you can't live up to it every now and then. I guess not. I gather that you derive your new title from the legendary Thousand Arms herself, Rufina Argent. It's very fitting, Father Kevin. Thanks. Sounds like a long story. Boy, is it! It's an entire fucking saga on its own. But I love how we have Father Kevin in Sky, Father Wazi in Zero in Crossbelt, and then Father Gaius technically in Cold Steel. Makes me wonder who's gonna be the member of the Growls Raider that we become friends with in Kuro. I guess we'll find out in a few years. Hey Lloyd, the going's about to get tough, so hang in there, okay? Crossbow being in the spot it is, I wouldn't count on any outside help swooping in to save the day. If I have one piece of advice, it's this. Don't forget the bonds you made along the way, you'll need them. The bonds I've made. Understood, I'll keep that in mind. May Adios watch over you, Lloyd. And give Ellie my regards when you come to her aid. Right, I'll make sure I do. Ah! What's going on? I've activated the optical camouflage. Keep it in mind, the effect itself is non-infallible. Our top speed has also been reduced as a drawback. In short, if we try to fly into restricted airspace at the speed, the Aeon geared toward mobility would catch us in no time. We wouldn't stand a chance in a direct confrontation. That's why we're going to have Merkaba Unit 5 play decoy. So what you're saying is, they'll give us the opening we need to infiltrate. Shows what the Grill's protectors can do then. This is, Gordius class tactical archaism prototype, Aeon type B. Bro. Ah! I hate the big boy archaisms. They're terrifying. Absolutely fucking terrifying. Finale! The path we chose. Start. We managed to slip through, but from the looks of it, the land of Crossbow has already integrated with the Septarian. If we're not careful, the Aeons will come after us again. So there's no limit to how much we can rely on this airship. Correct. Were we to land, the size of the craft would readily betray our presence to the network of Pluromagras. Exactly, so getting us on the ground is going to be a hassle. combat that, I plan to use a blind spot outside the septium veins reaches. A blind spot? By nature, the septium veins' influence is large enough to span the breadth of the land. However, even among the streams of septium veins, there yet exist small regions free of their purview. I think I get it. So if we land in one of those gaps, we won't be noticed. That's about the size of it. As this happens, the point we're at now is exactly the kind of spot we've been looking for. The Sandbar and Ursula Road. It's the same area where that cryptid appeared. But how did you figure out that this was a safe zone so quickly? Abbas and I already scouted it out beforehand, obviously. Once things at Crossbow went south, we set up a little parlor trick and made our escape. So that's where you were. How very thorough of you. To be fair, this is the only place like it we know of so far. In the future, we'll have to find other blind spots where we can land. Now then, what's the plan? There's no way for us to get into the city, what with the barrier around it. I know that. Still, I think it would be best to get our feet on the ground now. I want to get a feel for what's going on down there with my own eyes. Every little bit counts. We could also use this opportunity to check on the situation at St. Ursula Hospital. Fair enough. Then descend we shall. What troubles you? I know it's a little late to ask, but why exactly are you going so out of your way to help us, Zeit? There's a little something I heard about the dragon that appeared during the Libero incident. Basically, you holy beasts aren't allowed to interfere with the fates of the Septarians, right? Just so, that is a provision of the covenant we have made. However, as the Septarian of Mirage has long since been lost, my duty has already come to an end. Oh. With those shackles removed, I'm permitted to act more freely. Lending a modicum of help to the children of man should be within my bounds. So that's how it is. Is that how you helped us during the Warhound case back then? You assume correctly. I cannot give you my indefinite support, but I can grant you my aid for the time being. You may simply consider this a part of my role as a police dog, if that so pleases you. Sure, we're glad to have you aboard. That's right, the three of us are going to have to make do on our own for now. When you're ready to disembark, just let Abbas know, and he'll take us down. The Merkaba also offers a few facilities at your disposal. Feel free to bother the crew for new equipment or supplies, or if you want to use the Orbital Factory. Got it, thanks. Wazi and Zeit have joined the party. Wazi learned the S-Craft Akashic Arm! Set Akashic Arm as his S-Craft. Yeah. Zaya separately joined the party. As he does not use an Enigma 2, you cannot customize his course. He does, however, have access to high-level arts. Beware that Zai also does not possess an S-Craft. Additionally, you'll only be able to control Lloyd while aboard the Merkaba. All other members will be on standby within the ship. You will, however, still be able to manage all members' equipment in the cat menu and browse on their behalf at the shop and factory. Alright. So this would be the OG one? Combines Eagle Eye and Information. Okay. 3. Boom, boom. Voice Breaker. Last disaster. Hey. Yeah. Hold up. Work thing. It won't let me see Zeitz, but it says he has high level quartz, so. Anyway, equip. Rarely owned by the general public. What the hell is this? Anyway, Akashic Arm. Area L. We love to see it. Unfortunately, this is Area M. But you know, it's great, it's great, it's great. Buy equipment. Buy. No, this would. Yeah, this would nuke me. Paradigm Clause is what he owns. Yes. There we go. And now we have pentagram adorned Tonfas from the holy city of Arteria. This looks like it's endgame armor. Because it's the final chapter. What the hell is this? Accuracy 10, evasion 10. Bro, this should be given to one of the girls. 50 hours in. Okay, if you build Wazi with high arts, you can output 10k to 4k to 40k. You know what? The thing is he has Arch defense. This is Arch defense. We need the fight one. Strength, no. Mind. We need mind 3. I don't have a mind 3. Well, I do, but it's here, and I can't get rid of it. Okay, while I'm exploring this, I'll see if I can get mine 3. Upgrade synthesize, quartz. Mine 3! Okay, now I have two options here. I need to check something. Or man. I get Galleon Tower. I'd still have Last Disaster and wait, what does action give? It's just 3, okay. Last Disaster, Golden Halo, okay. Now putting in Mine 3 gives us Galleon Tower as well. Okay, okay. Now the question is, what do I put? Oh jeez, he's got upgrades for days. Oh, that's right. I had the bell, Uranus bell. Don't need that though. EP2 for now. Oh, heck. I keep forgetting to charge my controller. Anyway. Do I have cast 3? I do not. Alrighty then. Of course, we gotta explore. We can't just. Let's say no sauce, are we? Zai? You need to mind me, I was merely reminiscing. Speaking of which, we have been allies for many moons now, yet in spite of that, I believe this will be the first time we travel the highway together. You're right, funny how that works out, huh? Still, there's a first time for everything. We'll be counting on you down there, Zai. Indeed, I look forward to observing your much vaunted leadership abilities as well. Hey! Good, good, good. Okay, actually, equipment. No, no. Horse defense, no. Okay, we don't have anything that ups arts. I will assume 651 is good enough. Oh no! Lunar Spirit Bead! We move. This one gives plus 10 strength. Do we have anything that gives similar to strength? No. Okay, oh! I'm dumb. Strength plus 10. There we go. Ooh, almost the meme number. Just 5 points off. Okay. The Sargon supplies upgraded equipment if needed. When you're all good to go, speak to Abbas and set a course for Sula Road. Wazi will set up a waypoint, and these are used to return to the Merkaba. Well, have you figured out our next course of action? Yeah, we've decided that we're going to land here for now. I have to say, though, you and Wazi being in the Gral's Ritter was a heck of a surprise. It was for the sake of deceiving Archbishop Aralda. He's a detractor of ours due to an inner congregational conflict. And simply put, the thought process was that no one would expect the Dominion to pose as the head of a street gang. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I didn't either. And I guess it worked. And the kind of thing of it, you guys did name your group the Testaments, not to mention all the crusades you went on. I suppose we did. I thought we would be less conspicuous if we were intentionally a crude imitation. I can't deny that you doubled down so hard on your stick, no one would have ever guessed it was authentic. Anyway, are we good to land whenever? Yes, the spot we are aiming for has already been pinpointed. You need to only say the word. Word! Or I guess the word. Understood. Confirm your destination. Can't go anywhere except here, so let's take it the others are going to keep monitoring the situation from above. That's the plan. They're more likely to be discovered if they stay at ground level. Now then. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Oh, it's just like what Sister Mabel did. I see, you're employing the Gral's thaumaturgy for this. Earth's amber glow, space's golden glow. By your congregant natures, form anew a sanctuary to protect this chariot from ever watchful eyes. What is this? A warp circle capable of stabilizing the gap within the septium vein's influence. It's also invisible to anyone who hasn't been aboard the Merkaba. Impressive, no? In any case, it should last us for the time being. I'm speechless. I guess it's finally dawning on me that you really are one of the church's knights. After working with you for so long, it's been tough to actually picture you that way. I'm still the cool, calm, and collected playboy you've always known, Lloyd. But never mind that. What's our next move? Should we try heading to St. Ursula? Yeah, I'd like to confirm the situation there while we're in the area. It also wouldn't hurt to at least scout out the path toward Crossbow City to see what it's like. I'm fine with that as well. However, be aware that cryptids have begun to appear on the highways due to the Ploroma grass. It'd be wise to tread carefully. Duly noted. Then let's be off. Nah, we're not gonna tread carefully at all. Merkaba. Examining warp circles, returning to the Merkaba. Traversing the state. Speak to Abbas and select a destination on the map to travel to that warp circle. The number of available warp circles will increase throughout the story. The Ploroma's grass. I probably shouldn't be walking right on top of the Ploroma grass. Man, do these final games in like the sagas within this arc always have to be like heavy as fuck, especially towards the ending? Between Sky the Third, this one, Cold Steel 4. I'm fucking terrified for Reverie. Heck, we almost died in Cold Steel. Oh, it's a new monster. I have to. I have to. It's a shining palm. Oh wow, it gave no experience. Okay. Wazi learned 7th shot. Okay. I gotta at least fight it once. Ooh. Let's see. Which one did it say that he could do? Oh, it was just the S-Craft. Yeah, I only get 6K. Big sad. Do we go Galleon Tower or Golden Halo? Shadowblade, Last Disaster, no Avalon Gate. Oh, holy hell. Holy heck. No, we gotta go Avalon Gate. Holy shit. Oh, heck. We only have sight now. No! Fine. Do I have a craft that hits? Canting arts. There we go. I was not about to let you hit me with whatever that is. Nah. Bro, stop this. Wazzies. Phew, that one really got the jump on us. But if cryptids are appearing on the highways, there's no way any buses are running to the city, right? Can't imagine they are. I doubt the defense force would have much trouble coming and going in those armored cars of theirs. So without them, there's no way to get to the hospital. The citizens' health must be suffering for it. Yes, that is a natural conclusion. Ursula herself must be looking down at us in grief. Ursula, you mean the woman from The Saint and the White Wolf? The same woman from... Wait, don't tell me the White Wolf from the story was you, Zeit. The tale of a young caretaker was marked by death by a feudal lord, but wound up inspiring him instead. She's considered a saint in the church's canon, too. Yes, and in life she was a compassionate young woman. However, she did not lose her life as the story depicts, but rather escaped death. She would then come to marry the knight who spared her. In fact, their descendants still live in these lands. Really? Truth is often stranger than the fiction. I wonder who the descendants are. Like, legit. Who are the descendants? Look over there. A defense force unit. Regarding the hospital, the timing couldn't be worse. We can't afford to have those soldiers spot us out here. Right, it'd be easier to just avoid them. That said, we have no way of knowing the gaps in their patrol routes. I believe Tio is within the hospital. What? Are you certain? Yes, I can pick up a faint trace of her scent. However, I do not believe there are any other SSS members there. Tio, don't tell me. Was she hurt? She's not there to be treated, is she? Alas, my nose does have its limits. However, I cannot deny that I share your sentiment of concern. What should we do? I may have a little trick up my sleeve. If I pull this one off, we should be able to confront the soldiers without them calling for reinforcements. Really? Oh, I should have known you already had a plan in mind. You flatter me. What's your call, Lloyd? You don't even have to ask. One of our own needs us. We're going. I'm not about to pass up an opportunity to get Tio back. Then let us be off. Sure, we'll be in and out like a bolt from the sapphire blue. Rush in. Let's go! This is boring. Why do we have to get assigned on watch duty here of all places? There's barely even anything to watch. Quit complaining. Bannings, that fugitive from the SSS, is still on the lam. What's the single detective going to do if he shows up here? He'd be done for. Besides, if he has any common sense, he's probably booked it from the state by now. Still, I heard that he had some kind of crazy monster bail him out. His aide ate up the entire 4th Regiment. You don't suppose it's true? Sounds like a load of bull to me. But enough about that. If we're here, we may as well check in on how Ilya's doing. She's still hospitalized, right? Yeah, she should be. She was banged up pretty bad back then. I hope she makes a speedy recovery. At least we can agree on that. Lord Bannings! He actually showed up here. And just who are you calling a monster exactly? Oh, give them a break. It's an easy mistake to make with your true form. I'd rather not have to fight you, but if you insist on making us force our way through, then we're going to do just that. Cheeky little. They are numbered. Neutralize the lot of them. Roger. I mean, we got a divine. We got like a holy beast. You're literally not gonna touch us. Arts, the Galleon Tower. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. That works. How did... That was a death blow. That was a death blow. Yikes. This isn't Sky. I shouldn't be able to do that. So strong. I guess it's my turn now. A medal from the Grolsritter. The sapphire seal of mine shining from the abyss. Join with consciousness, silver glow, and confer unto them false memories. What's happening? This is a technique employed by the church that utilizes the power of suggestion. Though I sense that it is not the only esoteric force he is applying. Not long ago, you confirmed that a large cryptid was approaching this location. You managed to exterminate it, but due to the wounds you sustained, you decided to return to base. You made no contact with Bannings, nor were there signs that he could be arriving soon. No, dot. No sign of Bannings. Bruh? How in the... Manipulation to that extent should not be possible through mere suggestion. You might have presumed this technique relies on the power of your stigma. No keeping secrets from a holy beast, is there? Stigma? Yeah, it's not something I like to talk about, really. Past traumas and so on. That aside, what I did has its limits. The effect will only last 2, maybe 3 days at most. We also can't rely on this too much. The defense force will be looking for signs of it once they figure it out. Makes sense, I'll keep that in mind. Wazi, Zai? Tio? Tio, you seem to be doing well. Oh, would you look at that? There's some much needed good news. Thank goodness when I found out you were in the hospital, I assumed the worst. You're okay, right? You weren't injured or anything, were you? Lloyd. It's really you, Lloyd. Yeah? Oof. What is that breastplate made of? Probably Zemurian ore, knowing this game. Series and its love of making everything out of Zemurian ore. Where have you been this whole time? In prison. I heard they put you in prison, but it was all over the orbital net. They said you escaped and that soldiers are chasing you down. I'd like the text to move faster. I've been so worried. Very heartwarming. OTO. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. But I'm okay, everything's going to be alright. Zayt and Wazi helped me return to Crossbow. So you can relax now, I'm here. Oh, isn't this so romantic? It's a shame we have to interrupt them. Eh? Cheery and warm. Cecile and Fran! Oh, okay. Funny meeting you here, Lloyd. I'm so glad you're safe. You have no idea how concerned I was, Lloyd. Sorry about that. I know I've caused you all some grief. Anyway, you look great, Fran. Like you're back at 100%. Yep, my injuries are all healed up now. Have been for a while, actually. But because of everything going on, I haven't been able to go back to work. That explains why you're here. Still, I'm glad you're doing better. Incidentally, Wazi, why are you dressed that way? And Zayt, what are you doing here? It's a bit of a long story. Long or not, they deserve a proper explanation of everything that has happened up until now. Huh? Did he just... What's the matter? You really can't tell? Oh, I see. You've always been able to understand him, so you still haven't noticed, have you? Zayt? Why are you speaking in human tongue? She's like, wait! How do things come to this? It's all so complicated, I can't even begin to unpack it. To think this would happen to the crossbow we call home. Now I understand how the past of our state has led to our present situation. Both in regards to the crisis we're in, as well as what's happened to Kia. Yeah, right now there are only two things I want. The first is to uncover the truth of all the unanswered questions we still have. The second is to bring everyone back together, and that includes Kia. A world full of goals to choose from, and you pick the two most impractical ones. Yeah! That's a Trails MC for you. You should see Estelle and, and Reen. Oh, boy. Would you expect any less from him? That's right, even prison cannot change the kind of person Lloyd is. With that said, I completely share in his sentiments. As a member of the SSS, but more importantly, as one of Kia's guardians. Her family, I will be coming with you to fight. Thank you, Tio. I wouldn't have it any other way. Come to think of it, how did you wind up at St. Ursula of all places? I was brought here by Arios, on Maribel's orders, I suspect. They divided the members of the SSS into different locations before placing us under surveillance. As for why, I believe they suspected that if we were all in prison together, we would band as one and attempt to dissuade Keelan. Well, they're not wrong. In that case, we're going to have to search everywhere we can to track down Ellie and Randy. There's also a possibility that they are currently in Crossville City, which would make reaching them impossible. Then again, the fact that Tia was here means there's a good chance they're both elsewhere in the state. That's true. Assuming Kia's in the city, they would want to keep you four as far away from her as possible. I have a question. Can I come with you guys too? Fran? Where's this coming from? I know I can't fight on the front lines like the rest of you, but I can still be your operator just like I was before. You mentioned something about using Wazi's airship to get around, didn't you? That's perfect. I can help you from there while you're on the ground, please. Fran. Should we, Lloyd? Well, I'll admit that Merkava is short on staff. We could use the help. But I'll leave the decision in your hands, Lloyd. Let's be clear. Right now, your sister's loyalty lies with the Defense Force, Fran. Coming with us means going up against Noelle. Are you really okay with that? Yes, I am. Obviously, I don't want to fight Noe, but even still, I have a job to do as a member of the CPD. Can't just stand back and watch all of this happen in my home. I understand. Alright then, we're happy to welcome you aboard, Fran. Yes, thanks for doing this, Lloyd. It's good to have you back, Fran. Better than good for Abbas. His workload is about to go down drastically. Sounds like everything's settled then. Yeah, I guess that means it's time for us to head out, Cecile. Of course, promise me you'll be careful out there? Sadly, there isn't much I can do to help you directly right now. After all, my place is here at the hospital, but even so, I'll be praying for your safety. Thank you, that's more than enough. Thank you for everything, Cecile. You took such good care of me, I owe you my life, literally. Now, keep crying like that, and you'll spoil that cute little face of yours. I think, my friend, don't you have things to pack before you leave with them? You should prepare a change of clothes at the very least. Oh, you're right. I need to go. I need to get all my stuff together. Sorry, guys. I'll get it done as quick as I can, so sit tight. Things will be much livelier on board with her around. Of course, part of the reason I was in favor of it was for the sake of the Merkaba's morale. Oh, one more thing just came to mind. While you're waiting for her, why not take this opportunity to say hi to Inspector Donovan and Ilya? Wait, what? You mean they're... That's right, they both woke up not too long ago. Sadly, Ilya is still in no condition to be on her feet. Inspector Donovan is recovering well, however. Thank goodness they're both doing better. I think it's a great idea. It'll stave our boredom off while we wait for Fran, if nothing else. Yeah, let's go see them. Allow me to join you. I'll wait here for you to finish. My presence will likely cause the patients a fair bit of alarm. Yeah, giant wolf. Zai temporarily left the party. Tio has joined the party. Hey! Let's go see what Tio's let's go see Tio's armament. She already has Genesis Flood, which is good. Give her back a cannon. Actually, hold up. Let me check this. I'm gonna have to BRB after this, but let me check something. It would be arts list, water, okay. We need three wind. The max is 19, so we can take out a 3. Which we don't have. Okay. We could take this out. That'll give us 2 again. EP cut 1. EP 1. Will give us 3, 3, 5. And this one we could put, I guess, wind or earth. I don't have wind. Okay. Wow, I actually don't have anything for... Well, no, wind needs 3 and earth needs 2, so I could do any 2. Petrify or poison. 10 and 10. Wait, what does Cannon give? 3 on thing. Ooh. Do I have another water one? No. Okay, so we'll give 2 on earth. Will give me Ice Hammer. Let's go Petrify. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. No, I'm back. Okay, no. It should give me 18 and 9, but I don't need that much. Oh, heal would give me 2 and 20. Remove. Okay. I need 3, but I also need 19 on the thing. Jeez. Okay, I need 3 Mirage. Oh, no, 3 Space and 19 Mirage. Right? 3 Space, 19 Mirage. Jeez, that's not gonna happen. No, because that doesn't give me 3. I also need 1 more wind. What? Really? Ugh. I wouldn't be able to pull out all of them. No. The problem with this is I can't get 19 Mirage. It's impossible. The closest I can get is 5, so I would never be able to get Eschaton. Not without sacrificing everything else. And Eschaton is 460. There's no way. So I have 3 wind. 3 space, yes. 2 earth, correct. And at least 2 time. Okay, yeah, so this is perfect. If I had, like, 2 of these, I could maybe pull it off. But this is good enough. We have essentially everything possible for healing and attack minus Eschaton. Actually, hold up. No. The only one I have wouldn't give it to us. Damn it. That's so evil. Anyway. Teal will join the party, and visit room 302 and 303. Outpatients thanks to the outbreak of cryptids on the highways. No one can only admit patients who are gravely ill or injured, and even they have to be escorted via ambulance by the defense force. All of this is complete opposite of everything that URSO stands for. We're no longer providing healthcare for everyone who needs it. More than anything, I just worry for our regular patients in the city. Yeah, I get that. Fuck Dieter Croy. Like, fuck's sake! Like, obviously I knew Maribel was sus as fuck. Because, you know. It was the right time for the nurse to take your temperature again. Come on in. Pardon us. Well, I'll be. Bannings, Hemisphere, what are you doing here? It's great to see you again, Inspector Donovan. And who do you have here? A lovely lady friend of yours? Could always come back later if you prefer a little privacy together. Finally wake up after being in a coma for who knows how long, and this is how you greet me? Helios is watching, Father Wazi. This is Farah, Inspector Donovan's wife. She's been staying here at the hospital to help take care of him. It's nice to meet you too, and thank you for always helping out my Donnie. For the lot by the SSS from him and Tio. You sound like quite a motley group. Your praise honors me. I'm not so sure that's what it was. Good thing you two are here, because I've got questions I need answering. Just what is going on out there? Of course, let me start at the beginning. Dieter went fucking psycho. Okay. One moment. Holy City of Arteria, things are a lot more serious than I thought. The way it sounds, I'm guessing you'll be better off if HQ doesn't know anything about this little conversation. If you wouldn't mind. Well, it doesn't matter to me. Either way, I'm not the fugitive here. Fugitive? Never mind that. Inspector, has anyone from Crossville City been in contact since you woke up? Well, Raymond did come to visit and told me a little bit about what's going on. From what I gather, the CPD has been consolidated into that new defense force as one of its lower branches. The day-to-day is still the same for the most part, but they've basically been relegated to doing chores in the city. I assume this much. That's the only way it could have gone, really, with the way the president set this up. But wasn't there any pushback? I mean, surely not everyone in the department's okay with this. I don't know about Vice Commissioner Pierre, but I can't imagine Chief Sergei or Dudley are fine with it. But just between you and me, it seems Sergei, Dudley, Raymond, and some of the folks in the Metropolitan Division are up to something. And what would that be? You didn't hear this from me, but they're biding their time waiting for an opportunity to flip everything on its head. They're not the type to just roll over and take it all on the chin, which means that not all hope is lost. Yeah, but getting contact is going to prove difficult. Let's just leave the city to them. We need to work on breaking this deadlock in another way, from outside the barrier. Good call. You kids are fighting an uphill battle, but know that I'm rooting for you. Once I'm healthy, I plan to head back up there and give Sergei and the boys a hand. Oh, honey, if you must, but let your colleagues handle it for now. You need to rest first. I'm not letting you set one foot out of this hospital until you've made a full recovery. Do I make myself clear? Yes, dear. I've never heard anyone talk to him like this. The inspector's no match for his wife, as I've come to understand. Love comes in many forms. I would say Donnie Boy is a lucky man. Yeah. There you guys are. Hey, Fran, I see you dressed for the occasion. Are you all done packing? You betcha. How do I look? I've missed seeing you in your uniform, Fran. Welcome back to the force. I've missed it too. Were you visiting Inspector Donovan just now? Yeah, we just finished catching up. Are you going to do the same? That's right. I couldn't just leave without saying goodbye to him. He saved my life during the raid after all. I don't think I could ever thank him enough for that. We understand. You go do what you have to. We'll wait up. Thanks. See you guys in a bit. Man, I wish we could see Wazzy in like full Dominion gear. Not like as a chibi sprite like this, but like as like a 3D model. I don't... Maybe we'll get it in Reverie? I say completely unsure if anyone is in Reverie besides Lloyd. Well, while she does that, why don't we go check in with Ilya? Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, let's go check in with Ilya. Ilya's more important. To me. Dr. Salin. Oh, good to see you, SSS. This used to be Shizuka's room. What are you doing in here by yourself? Well, she's a former patient of mine. I was simply working through some thoughts. Such as how she's been since Arius McLean took her from the hospital. Now that I think about it, I haven't heard anything about her since that day. She must be holed up with the others at Orcus Tower. Having a patient wrested out of your care is a shameful experience, even if it was by her own father. Still, I understand the circumstances were anything but ordinary, Arius having been appointed as the Secretary of Defense. No, there's simply no way he could allow her to stay here any longer, but it doesn't make it any easier to accept. I'm sorry, Doctor. No, I should be apologizing. You don't need to hear about my troubles. You've come to visit your friends, correct? I'd like some time alone if you wouldn't mind. Yeah. I get you, I get you. Hell yeah! Visitors? Who is it? You can come in. Please excuse us. Hey there, Tio. Did you bring Well, if it isn't my favorite little guy. And you're Wazzy, right? I'll chalk that lapse up to the injury. It really has been a long time, Ilya. Sorry for the sudden visit. I didn't know we were going to get the chance to come see you. Don't be ridiculous, silly. You three take a seat and make yourselves comfortable. You're welcome to help yourselves to the sweets that fans have been sending me. Cookies shouldn't be too stale, I'm sure. Cookies acquired. I hadn't realized just how tight of a spot you guys are in. It's crazy to think how far Crossbell has fallen in the time since the raid. Yeah, it just went woo! Sorry, just dealing with some work shenanigans on a potential new job, and there's been some like issues. Yeah. No one would blame me if you thought you were still dreaming right now. The frustration of not being able to move my legs is sobering enough, thank you very much. If only I could walk out of here and see the state Arkansas is in with my own eyes. Hey Ilya, about your condition, how's it looking? Oh that? Dr. Sand told me that so far she doesn't know whether I'll ever be able to walk again. But on the bright side, that means she didn't rule it out either. I thought that might be the case. Yeah. Oh, I pre-ordered the Fee Clausel figure. It released today on the today would be April 13th. 2023. If someone's watching this years down the line. Oh, enough of the long faces, you two. Are you trying to bum me out? Listen here. If I become convinced that it's impossible for me to ever walk again, then it might as well be, right? What? This is no different than working the stage. I have a goal to pursue the way I always have. So no matter how painful or hopeless it might seem, as long as I've got a ray of hope, then that's my spotlight at the end of the tunnel. So don't go giving up on me, I sure won't. Hey, Based! Let's go! I'm actually pretty sure she's up and dancing in 3 years. When we visit Crossbell. in Cold Steel 3. So, hey, you're really something else. Am I? I don't think I said anything all of that out of the ordinary. Besides, I think what all of you are trying to accomplish is a lot harder than what I'm going through. Possibly. Is it? Put into perspective, it's hard to ignore just how difficult our path is going to be. And then take a page from my book and don't shy away. People will do whatever it takes to fight for what matters most to them. I think that's what makes us human, no matter how we may differ in strength. What makes us human. Well put. Though I'll admit, I'm a bit greedier than most. Good enough isn't enough for yours truly. Still, I don't think I'm the only one like that. The same could be said of all our troop members. Including Rishio, of course. Ilya, do me a favor. If you see her, there's a message I want you to pass along. What is it that matters most to you? Can you truly turn your back in the face of what you hold dear? Sure thing. I'll make sure Rishio hears that if we manage to find her. I mean, I'll hold you to it. Admittedly, I'm so worried about all my fellow troop members in the city. Then again, this is Arkansas I'm talking about. Knowing them, they're practicing just as hard as ever. So what you're worried about is whether or not they're rehearsing. I'm certain they are galloping about in laces and frills as we speak. To be an artist. Plus, these are important years for Sully's growth in particular. That girl had better improve by leaps and bounds by the time I make my stunning comeback. Magius Master Quartz? She's a character, isn't she? That fervent dancer moniker follows her even when she's in no shape to dance. You'd see my role as the Sun Princess extends beyond the stage. I've had the chance to speak with her several times since I became stranded at the hospital. It would have been a challenge keeping myself together if not for her and Cecile. I'm glad they were here then. That said, now we're going to have to track down Risho too. Easier said than done. That's going to come down to Adios' will, more likely than not. Yeah. Does she who dwells above will for us to meet Risha? Find out sometime today, hopefully, because I'm going to keep playing until either my voice gives out or we finish this, this page. Should we head back and check on Fran? Yeah, she must be ready by now. Afterward, Lloyd and the others met back up with Zeit. They said their goodbyes to Cecile and then left St. Ursula Hospital. On the way back, Waz discovered another blind spot in the septium veins influence just in front of the hospital. Placed a second warp circle there, making it possible for the Merkaba to travel to St. Ursula and pick them up. With Tio and Fran aboard, the team is now able to track wanted monsters and other quests along the highways from the Merkaba's terminal. Terminal can be found in the Merkaba's lower cabin. Be sure to check it when you have the time. Quests! New blind spot in the septium veins influence detected. I'll relay you the data. Okie dokie. The coordinates identified. It's in the northeastern crossbell near Armorica Village. Impressive. These two are quite helpful. Plato's sensory receptivity is valuable in itself, but having a dedicated operator has raised the ship's overall efficacy as well. I'm still flying by the seat of my pants, honestly. Searching for places we can land will be much easier with you on the crew. So what now? Would you like to head to our new landing point? Yeah, we should go confirm the situation in Armorica Village too. Full speed ahead, destination Armorican airspace. Course set, maintaining high alert. Bro, who's pinging me? Man, I have no idea what this is. I'm just gonna mark it as red. This one. Anyway. Pleroma grass, but we managed to disembark well enough. Look at what's happened to their lotus fields. Yeah, they're nothing but pleroma grass now, as far as the eye can see. It's supposed to be a byproduct of Kia's awakening. Zai, are there any cryptids nearby? I do not sense any for the moment. Should be able to use that warp circle without fear of them attacking. Good to know. Now that we're here, let's start by visiting with Chief Tolta. A wise decision. You see, you've been through quite a whirlwind these past few weeks. I have to say, you really gave me a scare walking in here with that wolf of yours. Sorry about that. My apologies, it was not my intention to frighten you. That's alright, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd have the honor of meeting the divine wolf of legend in person. Thankfully, the defense force has largely ignored our village. Be safe here, feel free to stay as long as you need to. We appreciate that, Chief Tolta. Seconded, thank you for your hospitality. There were many people back at the hospital who were critical of President Croy's actions. For what I can tell, he hasn't exactly received the warmest reception here either, has he? Well, our village has always had a tenuous connection to the state's more bureaucratic matters. Even after independence was declared, I can't say it stoked much of a response from us. Though I'll say that our harvests have been down thanks to the appearance of those cryptids. And as I mentioned, the defense force seldom ventures here, so you can expect they haven't been of much help to us. Sorry to hear that. Their negligence is shameful. Those who dwell in the city have always been ignorant of their fellow men in these outlying settlements. However, the degree to which they have taken their dereliction is inexcusable. Indeed, if I may be frank, I have a hard time seeing myself falling in line with the president's ambitions. That said, the opinion of our little village is nothing compared to the masses in the city. To tell you the truth, we're rather lost in the weeds about all of this. That's understandable. We'll keep an eye out for any cryptids while we're here. Aside from that, have you had any other pressing issues lately? I'd hope the situation hasn't stirred up any civil unrest among the villagers. Not at all. Thankfully, things haven't come to that. The village is pulled together to see itself through this crisis as best we can. Having Harold and his family here to help us has been a real godsend, too. You mean Mr. Hayworth? He came here with his wife and child, then? That's right. They arrived just before that barrier went up. Travel restrictions were put into place on the highway soon after, so they've been lodging here ever since. That makes sense. The Hayworths are staying on the second floor of the Ashtray Inn. You're welcome to pay them a visit if you'd like. We'll be sure to do that. We have to do that. It has been a while. Let's go check up on them. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Hello, hello. Uh. Okay, we need to... board the Merkaba. I don't know why it like... It feels like it skipped the thing. Alice just showed me how to use the ship's main terminal. Surprisingly, the Merkaba systems were designed by none other than the Epstein Foundation. Wait, really? There's no mistaking it. I do recall spotting church officials visiting the Foundation's headquarters in the past. Have the two truly been collaborating all this time? Yes, though naturally it is off the record. This Merkaba is powered by what is known as the Heavenly Chariot, an artifact capable of providing flight-based transport. After the Orbital Revolution, we worked with the Foundation to refurbish it into what you see now, using the Heavenly Chariot as an engine. The Heavenly Chariot, that's the name Zeit muttered the first time you guys showed me the ship on Tangram Hill. You as well know that the church has also assisted with the development of battle armaments among other technologies. The orbital arts you all use have their foundations in the church's thaumaturgy. Fascinating. You should go without saying, but be aware that this information is strictly confidential. I trust you won't do anything to compromise that. Of course, we wouldn't dream of it. You have my word as well. I want to give you this. This is your personal pom-pom party account. Indeed, I thought I might provide a fun distraction from a current predicament. Feel free to challenge me at any time. I'd be more than happy to obliterate you. Wow, alright, you're on. Zio's confident in pom party skills, and that's putting it lightly. I'll have to give it all I've got to stand a chance. Yeah, we're not going to beat it. Like, no way in hell we're beating Tio. Nope, all good. Who the hell is this gun for? Ursula Road Monster Extermination, Old Armorica Road Monster Extermination. I'm guessing this is from before. Let's see if there's nothing you have to report now. I'll be here when you have something new for me. Talk to you later. I will say... Find your friends first. Okay, so we wait until we find all of our friendos, then we do it. Okay. I love how Lloyd is 78, everyone else is 82. Fuck's sake. Lloyd, why are you so behind? That nurse. Miss Seal, what about her? Nothing particular, I was merely pondering the peculiar way fate brings people together. It is irrelevant, so pay it no mind. Do you say so? It was fortuitous that you were able to reunite with Tio so quickly. Now we must look at your other comrades. Right, I'm not sure what that was all about, but at least we can agree on that last part. 4, 5. Yeah, we get 9. Max. That's a bit... annoying. But... Wait, can we not upgrade our weapons? You don't enter the engine room. There's something important there that can never be shown outsiders in mild circumstances. Could be that heavily shared artifact Abbas mentioned earlier. Yeah, okay. We should talk to Abbas. About an artifact capable of flying this tram. Okay. We need to rest. And then go back to the thing. That's always a bit like... To the inn we go. Room for 4. Wow, look at the big doggy. Well, what a surprise. Is that you, Lloyd? Thank goodness you're alright. It's good to see you, Mr. Hayworth. Big doggy. Would that child be referring to me? I considered it an apt description. Who says the divine wolf can't double as a cutesy, woodsy puppy dog? I can't tell you how concerned I was when I first heard you were arrested, Lloyd. Then to find out you had become a fugitive on top of that, it's no small relief to know that you're safe. Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, it's fine, you know? Sorry, checking on the subathon I've been watching the last like 6 days. Started Friday. Sorry for worrying you. Is it just the 3 of you right now? Where are the other SSS members? We were separated due to unfortunate circumstances. As of yet, we have no leads on locations of the rest of our team. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. From what we've heard, the 3 of you were here at the time the barrier went up around the city. That we didn't have the slightest clue what was happening that day. Strict travel restrictions have been in place ever since, so we've been unable to return to the city. I don't know what we would have done if not for the hospitality of the villagers. The innkeeper has been gracious enough to let us stay here until the restrictions are lifted. The children of the village have been very friendly to Colin as well. Yeah, me, Camille, and Polly play together a whole lot. You should come out, hang out with us next time too, Mr. Doggy. I shall consider it. I'd appreciate that. In any case, I've been doing whatever I can to repay the village for its kindness. My area of expertise isn't good for much at the moment, apart from negotiating with the CDF when they visit on patrol. No need to sell yourself short. That task is as important as any, given the situation. The villagers are likely much better off with a skilled trader being their point of contact. Take your word for it. I just remembered, I heard something from the defense force that might interest you. What might that be? They say an unidentified rebel group has been active in the area. Apparently several defense force units have already been attacked. They have, really? All things considered, I'm surprised anyone has the stones to do that. It'd be preferable if we knew who they were, but this is welcome information all the same. Agreed, we should look into this. Mr. Ayworth, do you have any idea where these rebels were last sighted? Still, the base of operations is centered upon the ancient battlefield right off of Old Armorican Road. The CDF has been regularly patrolling the area, but they have yet to discover any other leads. The ancient battlefield of Armorica. The locus of immeasurable bloodshed, as well as the cult's former stronghold. The ruins there hold numerous hidden passages. They would make an ideal hideout for a band of insurgents. Wandering in there may be dangerous, so let's make sure we're prepared before we leave the village. I know where the ancient battlefield, where the particular base is. But it says go to the second upper zone, and shortly after passing the gate, you'll have to fight. I don't know what that means. But I'm just gonna head straight for the, I'm gonna head straight for the base. So, off the ancient battlefield then. Yeah, we may not know who these rebels are, but I think it's something worth finding out. They may be willing to work together with us. I agree, we have little to lose in seeking them out. Then we should make haste at once. There's the monster that we're not supposed to attack just yet. I'm not even gonna like even attempt to avoid the Ploroma grass. Avoiding the Ploroma grass and the monsters and all of this is just too much. Ancient battlefield. Oof. There's Ploroma grass growing all the way out here too. Hardly surprising considering this is where the cult decided to set up shop. According to Mr. Hayworth told us, the defense force has been ambushed here a multitude of times. I'm detecting lingering scents in the air, though their sources have concealed themselves. I cannot identify them exactly, but I can assure you they are not to be trifled with. Duly noted. Keep your guards up, there's still the threat of cryptids appearing. Roger. Alonzi! I don't know what that means. So, this area right here down south, or I don't know if this would be south. The bottom one is theoretically where Heiwei is. And they're the insurgents. So I'm just gonna go straight for their hideout. The second upper zone. I mean, I guess second upper zone. This would fit second upper zone. Right? Because this is the second zone and upper. But it barely fits that. Oh, we should go fishing. Hold up. We gotta fish. They're the most pleasant memories of the series, so I may as well get to making some new ones. Fish. Which rod will use? A Viking rod. The catfish. We gotta get a fish. Gotta get a fish for our cat. I love having Zite in our party. It's so good. The door's shut tight. Okay, guess we have to go up to the... We'll go from the other way. It's fine. They're right, we go through the upper zone. That should really theoretically gotten us to go the other way around. But I mean, hey, it's all good. Maybe I was wrong. I remember in Cold Steel 1, I went out of my way to open up all the chests, and now I just don't even bother with like 60-70% of them. But like monster chest, no, skip. Chest that isn't quartz and or armor and or other, you know, Sepith and stuff, and just skip. Not you material, even more skip. Ugh. It's sad. I miss it. Report not spam. I got the email. Let me... Got the email. I was waiting for work. Worky work. Shoot. It's fine. A trap, and we walk right into it. Jaegers? The Red Constellation. These must be the ones who set I caught wind of. And here we were, feeling all down on ourselves for coming up empty-handed. Good thing some fresh new game just landed square into our laps. Commander Randolph's buddies, huh? President of the Defense Force will owe us big time if we bring him in. 6 Jaegers and 4 military monsters. Look alive, men! Praise at its most dangerous when cornered. Yeah. We'll take this nice so make sure to neutralize them one by one. If you can last toe to toe against the Red Constellation, you better show us what you got, SSS. With pleasure. Do whatever it takes to break their lines. I have nothing that hits all. But That doesn't mean much. Arts. Galleon Tower. Huh? Gun, greatsword, and two. Oh, so it's only just the two. That doesn't mean much when we have. Oh, interesting. We can't hit all of them. They're like, we've got 10 million enemies and there's only 4. Absolute 0-2. What does that mean? Peh. You're pretty good. Defense Force doesn't even begin to compare to these brutes. You don't become the baddest Jaegers around by playing soldier. We storm battlefields across this whole damn continent and make them our own. Pit us against those Ouroboros chumps in a genuine fight and they'd fall apart. Hell, that wolf of yours could turn into whatever monster he wants even. We just hunt him down like any other beast. Would you now? So they know about Zeit's true form too. Maybe it would have been wise to contact Abbas before coming here. You ain't getting out of here no matter what you do. No chance in Gehenna. We can keep putting you through the ringer, or you can just give up now. No chance, you say? I expected you hoodlums to know your surroundings better than this. Zhao Li! I thought you booked it out of here ages ago. Correction, you merely failed to apprehend us. Spineless bastard! Don't back down, men. We have him outnumbered and out. Good. Gasp. Hey! Yin. So you're still in Crosswell after all. If bringing so few Jaegers is your idea of a joke, your sense of humor is sorely lacking. You do well not to underestimate... Anyway. Son of a... What's our move? Consideration for our guests, we'll do the courteous thing and allow you to leave this time. However, when next your turn, I recommend bringing a more sizable force. Be certain to bring the Scarlet Ogre or Bloody Shirley along with you. The festivities simply wouldn't be complete without them. I'll pass that along. You'll regret this once we have your heads on a pike. Oh, jeez. Open the gate. Withdraw. Phew. Over at last. That was a little too close for comfort. Always happy to be of service. It's the boy! We'll meet again, Detective Bannings and friends. It's been far too long. Zhao and... Risha. So that's where you went. You've been with them the whole time. Yes. This area is too exposed. We should take this conversation elsewhere. But of course. Considering the nature of this long-awaited reunion, why don't we head to a venue with a more pleasant view? Interesting. So this is where you've been hiding around since the raid. Correct. The cult's old lodge made for a convenient refuge, ironically enough. We were even able to observe Ouroboros ticking with that giant bell as a result. The Professor Novartis was here as well. The same bell that hung in Central Square was used in the ritual to complete the Septarian of Zero. There's no doubt in my mind that it was an artifact this entire time. It would seem they returned it to the city once they were done here. We of Heiue have been the only ones occupying this area ever since. Master Yin being the exception, of course. Risha. Please, Lloyd, I know this is a lot to ask, but could you find it in yourself to overlook what I've done? The crimes I've committed in this land. I cannot allow myself to be captured, but I intend to at least return to Calvard and spare you any further trouble. After I settle the score, that is. You mean, you're seeking revenge? Those monsters stole something more precious than any other. An irreplaceable star, the sun that gave everyone hope. I cannot forgive it, I cannot forget. Which is why she so gracefully re-entered into a contract with us. We are working side by side to oppose the Red Constellation, as we should be. Stay out of this. Listen to me, Risha. Are you aware that Aelia is awakened from her coma? Is that true? Yes, she regained consciousness immediately after the phenomenon on the President's inauguration day. Yeah, that would be Kia's doing. While she has yet to fully recover, she's nevertheless awake and alert, as lively as she ever was. Oh, Dios above, thank you. Thank you for granting her your mercy. Well, isn't that splendid? But you left out an important detail. I'm told she's paralyzed from the waist down and may never walk again, much less perform on stage. Zhao, you knew this entire time, didn't you? But of course I did. However, Master Yin explicitly requested to remain ignorant as to Miss Platier's condition. So naturally I complied. Please, Master Zhao, hold your tongue. Don't misunderstand us, Master Yin. Master Zhao, withhold information to spare your heart the turmoil. Save your excuses. I've already made up my mind. Once I've settled this, I'll leave Crossbell never to return. Excellent. Heiue looks forward to our continued cooperation. You all should consider pitching in as well, as Cess. While our goals may differ, we share a common foe. It'd be to the welfare of us both to join forces in these trying times, wouldn't you agree? I think I can, actually. On one condition. Risha comes with us. Huh? Lloyd. Is that right? Risha, I have a message for you from Ilya. What is it that matters most to you? Can you truly turn your back in the face of what you hold dear? Despite what she's been through, Ilya refused to let any of it get her down. At first I thought she was only putting on a brave face, but the truth quickly became clear to me. Ilya Platieri will dance again. She believes so with all her heart. It'll be an uphill battle the whole way, but she's already prepared to make the climb. Oh boy! Anyway. She has total faith in herself. That kind of drive is difficult to attain, to put it bluntly. But all the same, her determination was infectious. Lily's decided that what she wants, and she's doing everything she can to get back on that stage. Sarisha, what matters most to you? Revenge against the Red Constellation? The legacy of Yin that you inherited? Or could it be... I know what you want me to say, but I just can't. Don't say anything. All my life I've walked a blood-stained path, bathed in shadows. These stains, I'll never be rid of them. You sound like Randy. That's beside the point, Risha. All I want to hear is what it is that matters most to you. What do you hold nearest and dearest to your heart? What is the single thing above all others that drives you to live? It's Harkin Seal! I want to dance on that stage again. With Ilya, with Sully, with everyone else. That's all I want. Well, there you go! I thought so. Master Zhao. Man finds it funny. I wonder what he's gonna do. Exceptional as always, Detective Bannings. You've certainly made a mess of my plans, haven't you? Or rather, perhaps it'd be more apt to say that Miss Pelletier won the day. I admit my defeat. Congratulations on your victory, and well done. Hey! Dude, I love Zhao just because he is actually, like, a good loser. He's a gracious loser, right? He loses, and it's just like, congrats, man. You beat me. Just like, and laughs it off, too. Zhao. I can't say I'm very sorry about it. Yeah, I'm not either. You shouldn't be. Truth be told, I'm absolutely fuming. But for the sake of our collaboration, I'll swallow my pride and let it go. Master Yin, or rather, Rishi Mao. Consider your current contract with Heiyue null and void. I leave you to your discretion. I'm just like, alright. I'm like, see, exactly, right? He didn't have to. He could have been like, yeah, but you remember you work for us for now. Just been like, sucks to suck. Instead, he just lets her go. Which is, you know, a gracious loser, as it were. He's fuming because, you know, that's natural. Thank you, Zhao. You do well remember that I have only given up this one time. I, as well as Heiyue, have greater aspirations, and your strength factors into that. In the meantime, do take care. I wish you the best in returning to the stage you hold so dear. Right, I will not falter. Hey! I'm happy. That was some of your finest work yet, Lloyd. Full of surprises, isn't he? A silver tongue like his is worth its weight in gold. It is abundantly clear why the divine child is so attached to you. Easy, guys. I was only the messenger this time. I'm just glad I could fulfill Ilya's request. One question, Detective Bannings. I can't stop dancing every time I hear it. Just where do you suppose I should direct this frustration of mine? I mean, Red Constellation's right there, Ouroboros is right there, the CDF is right there. Have fun. There's also a bunch of cryptids and big boy cryptids all over the state. Have fun. Come again? Why don't I lay it out this way? Since you prevented Risha from working with us, it would only be fair that you join us in her stead. With little training, you'd be quite the asset on our front lines. What? Zhao, are you serious? Master Zhao makes a fair point. Your conflict expertise would be greatly enhanced were you to cultivate a mastery of our martial arts. That's flattering, but I couldn't. I thought you'd have gotten used to being headhunted by now. While we're at it, why not consider joining the Girls' Ritter? Perks include more quality time with yours truly. Hey, I will take that offer! I'm not into dudes, but having a Wazi who's into both is just fun. That had better have been a joke, Wazi. And so Lloyd and the SSS formed a temporary alliance with Heiyue. Each group promised to aid each other in the event of an emergency, as well as share information on any breaking developments. At last, Yin, Rishi Mao, made her decision. In order to pursue her life's newfound purpose, she would join forces with the Special Support Section. Rishia's here! Let's go! New blind spot detected. Relaying the data now, friend. Heard. Found it. It's in northwestern Crossbelt, halfway up Maine's mountain path to be exact. It's near Maine's. That broadens the scope of our operations quite a bit. Though I'm sure the enemy's starting to catch on to us by now. If I'm not mistaken, there's been a resistance group separate from Heiyue operating in the Maine's area. Supposedly the one in charge is an ex-CGF guardsman who opposed the establishment of the defense force. Wait, really? We simply assume that all of the guardsmen are assimilated into the CDF. Their motivations for defecting are understandable. The Red Constellation is being allowed to roam free despite having thoroughly decimated the Guardian force. Those who could see through the treachery would not stand for it. But then maybe Noe's there with them. Sorry, but I seriously doubt it. We saw the choice Noel made. She was prepared to protect Crossbell no matter the cost. I don't think she would waver from that decision so easily. You're probably right. Noe has always been as strong as a horse, and stubborn as one to boot. Friend. Back to the matter at hand, I think making contact with this resistance would be for the best. The cooperation could be just as valuable as Heiyue's. Agreed. We should touch down as soon as we can. Before that, Risha, do you want us to stop by St. Ursula? Huh? Ilya really wanted to see you. I know it's still complicated, but we can always visit her together if you want. No, I'm going to have to decline. I'm still not ready to stand in front of Ilya with my head held high. At the very least, I want to wait until after we've taken back Crossbell City and Orchid Seal first. Alright. That is disappointing here, but we understand how you feel. I'm sorry, truly. If you have urgent business to take care of at St. Ursula, I don't mind disembarking with you. But unfortunately, I'll not be going any further than the front gate of the hospital. As long as you're okay with it. It's a shame, but at least this proves that Risha is not the cold-blooded killer she thinks she has to be. She never was. Like, at all. Risha has joined the party. Hey! Lloyd and Risha learn Twin Dragon Strike by spending a... Oh. Oh, I could have just done that. Cool. An optional event with Zhao who will give you a visit for visiting him. When you're inside the Merkaba, speak to Fred. Okay, we need to go back. Travel to Merkaba. Ancient battlefield. I can just drop down here. I can indeed. You're near the fishing area. Okay. Status. No, I need tactics. Now, the question then becomes, what is Rishia's thing? Quartz. Mirage. Oh, she's a Mirage person. Avalon Gate, Galleon Tower, Silverthorn, Chaos Brand. Yeah, we have everything. Do I have hit 3? I do. But she can't use it because it's a I need to upgrade this. I need to upgrade her last 2. Four, 2. Okay, that would free up Lloyd from having to having Mirage. But like I like Lloyd having. You know, if I had known this, it would have been so much better. I would have just been like, yeah, it's all good. I wouldn't have gone through hell for this part. Anyway, let's go see the event, and then... What is this chest? Oh, solar pendulum. There was a fishing hole here. It's gone now. Yeah, shut up. We got another one of the lovely ladies. I keep doing that. Just the second time today I've done that. Oh, you're the guy from Hayway. Indeed, Detective Bannings. Master Zhao is ready to see you in our hideout now. You ready to meet with him? Meet with Zhao. Zhao. Very well, please follow me. I will guide you to Master Zhao. I love this. I love this song so much. I thank you most graciously for your visit, ladies and gentlemen. You especially, Mr. Bannings. I had a feeling you'd be back. Changed your mind about joining KUA, have you? Not particularly, no. Anyway, I take it you've all been lying low in the sun for this entire time. Yes, there are many facilities here that the cult left abandoned. It makes for a very convenient hideaway. Even the defense force in the right constellation would find it difficult to make their way inside. I wouldn't count on them discovering the secret passageway you arrived by either. I'd have to agree with you there. The route Lao escorted us through had more twists and turns than an Arkansas performance. True, even after traversing it, we would be hard-pressed returning here on our own. That was by design. Pay no mind, my friends, but please do try to keep this information to yourselves. Is all of Heiwei standing here for now? Staying here? Yes, we've withdrawn for the moment. I intend to bide my time and observe what happens from here on out. There's also the simple fact that until something is done about the barrier on the city, our hands are tied. As things stand, facing both the defense force and the Red Constellation would be too great a risk, even for us. But then again, with Master Yin among our ranks, perhaps we could find an alternative solution. I can't imagine it'd be a peaceful one. Something tells me she wouldn't be keen on blooding her hands past the point of no return to strong-arm things in your favor. Oh, I never openly suggested any such thing, but you can imagine what you will. Uh-huh! What other reason would you need an assassin for? That's not even implied at that point. It's like, yeah, I'm sure if we had an assassin with us, you know. It's like, oh, I don't... You didn't imply shit. You explicitly said you wanted to bloody your hands to no tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Now that Risha is with us, we'll make sure she never has to walk a path like that again. Lloyd, here. Our fight is for the sake of Kia's freedom. She would never accept Rishi participating in a massacre, even if it ended the crisis. Moreover, life is ever unpredictable. Taking drastic measures far from guarantees your desired outcome. You should bear in mind that the enemy can manipulate the divine child's miracles. Such dire straits as these necessitate an alternative course of action. I'm well aware, there's no point even fantasizing about a full-scale conflict without our primary piece on the board. Truth be told, I'm counting on each of you to bring an end to this newfound status quo for all our sakes. So please, do run circles around the president's little cabinet until they come crashing into the dirt where they belong. Yeah, just leave it to us. And hope that, if it comes to it, you'll be there to lend us a hand. I wish you well. My, such compassionate words, Master Yin. I suppose there's a first for everything. Now, excuse me, this brings our little gathering to an end. Lao, if you could guide them safely back the way they came, please. Yes. The Lloyd Company received a burst orb from Zhao as a parting gift. You're welcome to come and visit us after the situation has improved. When the time is right, return to me and I shall guide you to Master Zhao. Until then, farewell. Yeah, I've got like obnoxious burps right now. It's not bad enough that it'll stop me from streaming, but it's bad. They're like burps mixed with hiccups. Obviously, as we know from the past few streams, if it gets too much, I'll just stop. But like, until then, you know, we all suffer together. Misery loves company and all that. I say that as if anyone but me is gonna be suffering through them. Ooh boy. So we got 2 members of the SSS. Woo! A Dominion / member of the SSS, and an assassin / performer. Okay. It's not as variety as like Libero, but like it's a little more than Bro. Oh yeah, class 7. Class 7 is just nobles, commoners, and a dominion. That's it. Oh, and I guess a homunculus, technically. 2 homunculi, actually. Altina and, What's the older one's name? Milliam. Milliam just did not... I'm sorry, I know it was... Look. I like Altina more, that's just it. So no one really is sticking with the CDF, huh? Even though she knows that means fighting against us. Last I spoke to her, yes. Her resolve was as firm as steel. Even now, I'm not sure what made Noelle so set on taking that path. Feels like there's more to it than just this recent string of events. You're probably right. If I had to guess, it all comes back to our dad passing away when we were kids. He was hit by a misfire during a Republican Army training drill at the eastern border. What? You're telling me that that's the accident your father passed away in 10 years ago? I was still little at the time, so I don't have all the details straight. Before they told us, a stray bullet from a Republican Army exercise struck my dad by mistake while he was on guard duty. That's terrible. Given Crossbow's situation, though, there was no way to really push his death as a major issue. In the end, it was swept under the rug as just another accident. Our mom was heartbroken, but she ultimately accepted it as part of the risks that came with this job. But Noe, I don't think she ever did. It probably still haunts her even after all this time. You might be right, friend. I feel like I have a better understanding of why Noelle is so determined to protect Crossbow now. So, well, this I didn't mean to bring down the room. Noe may not be with them, but there still are members of the CGF who oppose the new Crossbow Defense Force. Meeting up with them and securing the cooperation should be our top priority. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We'll be counting on you to back us up out there, friend. You got it. I'll do everything I can. Bro, what is this atrocity? Ornament. Get 2. Hit 3! Golden Halo. It wouldn't give us all of them. It would give us... Yeah, it might. Anyway. Death blow 5%. Ouch. All right. Mains Mountain Path, Crossroad. We move to the Rosenberg Dolls. What is this? This is a gun. Wait a second. So it'd be Ellie, Randy, and Noel. It's their old weapons. Right? Yeah, it'd be their old weapons. Accuracy plus 50. I swear I had 2 accuracy up ones. The mountain path reminds me that your former pack is located there. Former? Are they divine wolves too? No, they're only ordinary wolves. Even so, I consider them my kith and kin. Again, we've been over this. Kith and kin are have the same meaning. They both mean family. So it's kind of redundant to say both. They and their ancestors have followed me for generations ever since Ursula locked the soil. So they're like family to you. It's no wonder you were able to intimidate Revash's warhound so easily back when we first met. And do you suppose your pack is still alright? There's no need to fret. I made sure to give them detailed instructions before my departure. I imagine they're watching things unfold from a safe distance even as we speak. Yee. 200. I need to heal so that she can have that full. Obviously, I'm not gonna do like if they're like. I'm not gonna use S-crafts and shit. I'm gonna use the combo craft for sure. Resistance and motivation differ vastly from those of AOA, but in either case, they have chosen to oppose the president and his forces. By no means will we allow that to continue. Time is of the essence. You should move quickly if you're set on making contact. Travel to Merkaba. We gotta go to the Rosenberg studio, apparently. The resistance group we're looking for is somewhere on the mountain path. Shall we head toward the mining village to start? I'm worried about the state of things in Mainz, but before that... Don't tell me, you're thinking of visiting a certain someone along the way. The Rosenberg studio, one of the 13 factories. The Meister said he would speak to us if he felt inclined. Is that so? As it happens, I once tried to infiltrate the workshop myself. But the lower floors were so labyrinthine that I had to give up on the operation. I'm not sure if that's for better or for worse. George, It has been many moons since last we met, but he is doing well for himself. What? Is that you're acquainted with the Meister? We are vaguely aware of each other's circumstances, to say the least. He may be aligned with those serpents, but he is nevertheless a craftsman of tradition and integrity. I have no doubt that he is someone we can trust. Really now? We ought to drop by then. I'd love to hear more about the society. Shall we make a detour there before continuing to Mainz? Yeah, let's head over. Here we are. I just hope he's in right now. Considering the situation that Daddy's been able to go anywhere else. That's right, I haven't. What the? Speaking to? I had a hunch you'd be showing up soon. And he opens the door. I want to come visit this man in Reverie and just have him be like, you know the drill by now. And then have the thing come out and just be like, y'all know the drill by now. It's been several years. Because that would be funny as fuck. Not likely to happen, but you know. That guy doll again. Come in. Well, I shouldn't have to remind you. Be aware that I cannot guarantee your safety if you stray from the little one. Cautious as always, that man. Well, at least he's to the point. Saves us time. Let's head inside. After you. Master George. Even brought a guest in tow. An exceptionally elusive one at that. It's been some time, Divine Wolf. That it has, child of man. You've aged far worse than I have. And you're still involved with those serpents from the looks of it. Some bonds never break, even after departing this earthly realm. The same could be said of the pact that bound you, could it not? Just so. But something about this seems a bit removed from our comprehension. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it doesn't even feel like they're talking about the world we know anymore. With that aside, you also brought a dominion of the Gralsritter as well as the demon of the Eastern Quarter who tried to break in here. It's quite a motley little menagerie you've set up for yourselves. You're telling us. And my apologies for that, by the way. Master George. We're doing all we can to fight back against everything that's happening right now. Is there anything you can tell us that would help? Specifically, anything about the Society's recent activity? As I'm sure you've surmised by now, the Society's stance in this is to simply cooperate with the Croy family's plans. Their focus, the Phantasmal Blaze plan, has already shifted to the next stage. The Airbornian Empire, to be more precise. What? He's right. Another Anguis and multiple enforcers have already begun to act over there. That's part of why the Gralsritter couldn't spare more manpower for the situation here in Crossbow. That's not good. The continent is experiencing more upheaval than we can imagine right now. But having said all of that, 3 dangerous figures still remain in the state. Each of them is a prominent member of the Society. Campanella the Fool, as well as 2 Anguis, Professor Novardis and the woman known as Arian Road. Just who is she exactly? Her agility, her reflexes, they're unlike anything I've ever seen. Couldn't tell you where she draws her strength from. However, she's known in the Society for her incomparable spearmanship, as well as her strict moral code. She's also accompanied by 3 maidens of war, young women whom she discovered and trained herself. And each is said to have strength equivalent to that of an enforcer. They're enforcers without the title. Like, they get the freedom of enforcers without having the actual title of enforcer. Which is pretty chill. That would make them as powerful as Ren. To be fair, being an enforcer involves a lot more than pure combat strength, from what I can tell. In any case, that would total out to 6 members of the Society cooperating with the Croy family. With cooperation doesn't necessarily mean active participation, right? Isn't there a chance they won't further involve themselves with the battle over Crossbow? Anything is possible, but I would remain wary of that Laos Novardis. He's particularly invested in those Aeons now that they've received the Septarian's power. And that is the extent of what I can tell you about the plans. That's all, huh? Dealing with them will not be easy. As an aside, there's something I've been wanting to ask you about since our last visit. Are you currently performing maintenance on Patermater? Did it just talk? This is less maintenance and more of a routine checkup. That jackanape of a professor is also particularly taken by this machine. Fortunately, he's been too focused on his new toys, so I doubt there is anything to worry about. However, in the event he returns to steal Patermater, I've arranged things so that it can easily escape. I'll take your word for it. So in case of emergency, it'll make a flight path straight to Libero, where the Angel of Slaughter is. From the sound of it, though, you and the professor must not get along very well. But is the Angel of Slaughter in Libero? I actually have no idea. I hope so. But knowing that her family's in trouble, she might be near, is it Armorico? Yeah, Armorico. You'll never hear me deny that. The Gordia series was something I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into. Then he stole the development data away, conducted inhumane compatibility tests, and cast all of the burden onto Ren. Even if a connection was successful, the trials he put that little girl through are something I can never forgive. Understandable. That sounds no better than the kind of experiments the cult performed. Top it all off, he went and designed successors incapable of operating properly without the power of a Septarian. What nerve and impudence he has to call them the pinnacles of the Gordia series. Took all I had not to wipe the smirk off his face to strangle that chicken neck of his the last time he was here. Did it now. Mind yourself, Meister. You always were one to get carried away when it came to defending your creations. Ahem, I digress. Regardless of how shameless he is, there is no denying his genius when it comes to technology and applied engineering. Further, in addition to remodeling and upgrading the archaisms that I designed, he's figured out how to mass produce them. Supposedly, some have already been deployed to Stargazer's Tower and the Moon Temple. We'll keep that in mind. That is all news to me. Taking into account the locations in which they've been stationed, are we correct in assuming they are guarding the bells at each ruin? More likely than not, I've been researching those artifact bells myself. I'll let you know if I come to any significant conclusions. You do that for us. Calling me suspicious, where's all of this generosity coming from? I'm just as upset by the current state of affairs as you are. There's that upstart Novartis to put in his place too. Not to mention the mess they made of the pieces I told over for my associates at our conceal. That's right! That's right, the staging and automata at our conceal were destroyed in the raid. Indeed, and I intend to personally rebuild every last bit of it for them. All of this is to say that I cannot overlook what the Red Constellation has done, nor the head of the Croy family for hiring them. The daughter of the Croy family may be a long-time collector of my works, but that will win her no favor from me. Taking no prisoners, I see. I understand why you'd feel that way. Your cooperation would be a tremendous help, to be honest. Please let us know if you learn anything at all about the bells. That was informative and fun. I consider us lucky enough that he invited us in. I hardly expected we would leave with this partnership too. I know what you mean. They only seem like a society in name, really. Yes, and that's part of what makes them so hard to grasp. Yeah, the whole you all get freedom to do whatever you want. A free will thing, kind of like. Hold up. Yes, okay. Makes them hard to grasp. As far as the old man's concerned, I don't see any reason not to work with him. I have to agree, he's already given us his motivations for helping out. Knowing George, he will make good on uncovering valuable information in time. I'd advise you to put it out of your minds for now and continue forward until he does. That we can do. Okay. Let's start making our way up to the mining village now. We need to make contact with the resistance group and find out where they stand. Understood. Back to the old dusty trail. I'll be right back. I'm back. Give me a second. I need to check something. Because the final... It's final day, last dungeon, last battle. Last dungeon. Big, long page. With a bunch of boss fights. Okay, and what's the final battle? The last battle. Oh, it's just like, Oh, dude. The final battle is 3 parts. And, yikes. The final boss is level 120. With 100 HP. Yeah, okay, that's great. Anyway. Oh, we never saw Risha's, whatchamacallit. So, next, the upcoming battle, I will... Oh, I wanted to do the... Okay, we need to see her... We need to see her and Lloyd's, Yeah. We see her and Lloyd's, combo craft as well as her S-craft. Her S-break. How many S-crafts does she have? Hold on. Paris, Lee, and Dance. Wait, is this the same one as last time? Well, only one will find out. I detect something. Military monsters incoming. What? These ones again. Weapons up! Oh ho ho! Well, that sucks. Only one thing to it. The Azure and Crimson Dragons. Okay. Oh, it is. Huh? They're fleeing toward the tunnel. Something must be happening near Mains. Perhaps their constellations have begun hunting down the resistance. Ah. There's certainly a possibility. You think those beasts were being used as the Jaeger's rear guard? Fair assumption. The withdrawal may have had more purpose behind it than a simple retreat. We have to get to Mains before it's too late. If the resistance is in danger, they're going to need our help. Onward then. The problem is I need to get my my CP back and my health. Ah, good, good, good. Lloyd will catch up eventually, probably. Bro, this waterfall is beautiful. Dude, I don't think I've ever walked this path in this game. I'm pretty sure I've just been like like I'd either take the bus or a car. Wait a second. It's darker than it should be. They must have cut the lights. What is this? What? Lloyd. Yeah. Lloyd. I'm fine. Thank you, Risha. Just a second more and I'd have been a goner. I'm glad I made it in time then. Well, isn't this a hoot? They set up mines around Mains. Yes, they appear to be overpowered and equipped with proximity fuses. Judging by the force of the blast, they are likely intended as an anti-infantry measure. Suffice to say, the entire tunnel has been littered with them. Damn it, how could they lay these things on a public road? They must have done it to cut off the resistant group's escape route. That seems probable, which would mean their main goal is to wipe them out completely. Then we have no time to lose. We're going to have to push through. Move quickly, but watch your every step. Roger. Sheesh. One good is enough of a chore without the element of chance. Yeah. I'm told to hug the upper wall, which is what I'm doing. There's another one right there. So you can't, like... Holy heck. I hear combat. About 10 sails to the northwest. They are like engaged in battle deep in the mountains away from the path. Damn it, not the mountains. It would be difficult to reach them by foot. May so, but we shouldn't let that stop us. Deathstar can intervene by leaping up the cliffside. Understood. We'll have you do that if it comes down to it. Lloyd! Sniper! Up there! I'm unsurprised you were able to tech me in. Well done. You! Were you waiting to ambush us? Of course I was. I could tell you were coming the moment you set foot in the tunnel. No surprise at how much you've managed to scurry around with crossbow under martial law. Was using that Gralzer's Merkaba, am I right? Right on the mirror, so you figured out who I am. If you came to bail out the resistance, I'm afraid I have some bad news to deliver. You're too late. Our unit's already in the process of wiping them out. You're putting up a good fight, but it'll all be over soon. My condolences, but you're going to have to sit this one out. Like hell we do. Zite and I will break through. I'm afraid not, young lady. We seem to be surrounded. We're in hot water now. Hear this, Lloyd Bannings and company. I, Gareth the Blitz, regimental commander of the right constellation, will be your opponent. Prepare for battle, everyone. Be mindful of the cliff above. Do whatever you can to avoid being sniped. Six. Okay. Okay, well, it should be noted that, we need Genesis Flood. I don't know what Brave Smash is. Our constellation lives up to its reputation. This would be simpler if they didn't have a sniper with the high ground on us. We put up a decent struggle, I expected no less from the young master's comrades. We lost before the battle began. There's nothing you can do, and I have the upper hand in every way. Now surrender quietly and... What? What was that? Could he be? Right at the 11th hour. The CGF and the Wolf Pack! Let's go! Wolves. It's Zite's pack. Isn't that second Lieutenant Muriel and her forces with them? Mangy mutts. Fine then, let's see how they handle a pincer attack. No chance in hell, Gareth. Oh. Hey, it's Randy! Gah! Well, well. Randy? Yo, it's been a minute. We've got a whole lot to talk about, but you think you can wait a little bit? Well done, young master. I'm impressed you were able to take a sniper of my caliber by surprise. What would have gone badly if our wolf pals hadn't brought the whole litter. Besides, it's your own fault for letting Lloyd and them keep you distracted. I'll concede that much. But if I may remind you, young master, you're still using a standard issue stun halberd. Do you really think you can defeat me without your blade rifle on hand? I may not have it on hand, but that doesn't mean it's not in my back pocket. I had old man Guillaume fix it up for me again after last time. See, no matter how strong this thing is, it's way less useful when the engine's busted. So I'm not going to whip it out unless I really need it. Fair enough. And you're right that you don't. That one strike was enough to wreck my rifle's precision. The tides have turned against me. Yeah, so do yourself a favor and retreat. And deliver this message to Uncle. Next time we meet, I'm kicking his ass to get and back. Understood. It's good to see you finally growing into your own, young master. Suspend the operation! Return to point D! Yeah! Randy! You okay? What's up, gang? Nice job back there. I didn't expect to find you guys hiking up my way anytime soon. I'm glad you're in one piece, Lloyd, too. You too, Randy. I see you managed to escape confinement. Yeah, I busted out on my own and then joined up with Muriel's crew. Been helping out the resistance around these parts ever since. Gotta say, though, I thought for sure today was gonna end with us pushing up daisies. I don't blame you. I'm glad that wasn't the case, though. Zeit's pack is to thank for that. No kidding. If they took a second longer, there would have been a lot less saving and a lot more avenging. Were you the one who called them over, Zeit? As insurance, yes. I had also instructed them to keep a close watch on those Jaeger's actions. Oh yeah? Cool. Wait, what the hell? Since when did you start talking? Now it's your turn to be surprised. Hold up, what's Wazzy doing in that snazzy getup? And don't get me started on Ricio. What did you smooth talk? Did you smooth talk her into the SSS too, Lloyd? Here we go. Randy! Muriel! We've received confirmation that the enemy forces have retreated. We should be able to rest easy for a little while now. There's some good news. Long time no see, Second Lieutenant Muriel. It is good to know you're doing well. Likewise, I'm glad all of you are okay. But I didn't expect you to come with such a colorful crew. We have a lot of explaining to do. I'm sure you won't mind if we take a break to exchange some intel? Music to my ears. Grace! Let's go! Grace? Why are you here? Well, there was a teensy bit of trouble that ended up forcing me out of the city. So I crashed the Resistance's base as a war correspondent and photographer. I would prefer if she took shelter somewhere else, though. Anywhere else, really. That pretty much covers her story. We got a whole lot more to share, though. What do you say we go catch up? Let's go. It's a military village now. So that's how it is. We're really in the hole this time. Especially after what's happened with Kia. This is so nuts. I'd get laughed out of the journalistic community if I try to write an article about it. Let me guess, you guys are going to go through hell and high water to take her back, huh? Of course we are. Was there ever any doubt? The resistance will be fine, Randy. Don't worry about us. After all, you only joined us on the condition that we'd help save your friends, isn't that right? Yeah, but... So that's how it went. It's no question that having your muscle back in the team would be a great help. At its core, the resistance is just a group of stubborn CGF members who couldn't accept the Defense Force's ways. You're not one of us, Randy. You left the CGF and found new comrades to fight with. Besides, we have the wolves on our side now. That is correct. I've instructed them to maintain their vigil here. They will benefit you greatly in battle here in the mountains. Thanks so much, Scruffy. Lloyd, Teo, you can count me in. We've got a job to do, both as the SSS and as Kia's family. That's more like it. And excellent response. I hate Randy's nicknames. I refuse. We're delighted to have you. Oh yeah, absolutely over the moon. So while we're at it, you won't mind if I tag along too, right? No! If you what? Oh joy, here it comes. I can tell you guys are going to be at the center of all the action coming up. As a reporter, it'd be remiss of me to let a chance like this pass me by. Grace, please, no! I don't know about this. I suppose we could make room for you. Abbas might not be too happy about having a journalist aboard, though. He isn't the only one. I can't well afford to end up in an article either. Don't worry your pretty little heads. I could write a whole mountain of feature pieces about you all, but now's not the time for that. Right now, the scoop on everyone's mind is what'll happen to the newly independent state of Crossbow. The real story is which side of history this deceitful new regime is going to fall on. Which side of history? To put it simply, the entire continent is in chaos. Yeah. Sure, President Croy is one of the main catalysts behind it, but is casting him aside really all it's going to take to tide us over these dangerous times? She has a point there. This is a more complex situation than we're giving it credit for. When cavalry democratized 100 years ago, the revolutionaries of the time committed enough sordid deeds to fill a whole library. Assassinations were commonplace. There was even a conspiracy similar to the raid that Crossbell City experienced. But in retrospect, modern-day Calvardians view those actions as justified. Perhaps President Croy's actions are going to be viewed in a similar light someday. And of course, someone had to carry out those assassinations. Still, I can't go along. Still, I can't go along with him or his cronies after witnessing what I've seen. That's why I want to go with you. I want to see which path Crossbow will take, and how history will reflect that decision. I can't exactly do that if I'm holed up here in the back lines. Grace. Oh, our bad. We didn't realize how much thought you put into this one. That reasoning was so insightful I could hardly believe it was coming out of your mouth. Well, to be fair, the potential fun of it all still ranks #1 on my list. But don't forget, I've gained a lot of good sources working at a news agency. What if I said I could hook you up with some intel from within the city? You've already sold the pitch. We're not going to object to you coming. What about you, Wazi, Risha? Are you both okay with this? Suppose, as long as I don't wind up in an article, that is. Same here. That said, good luck convincing Abbas. That's going to be a real challenge. Thanks, everybody. I owe you one. Alright, let's do this. We're going to bag me a Pulitzer Prize for sure. Good luck with that one, Grace. I don't think we're going to have time to help you with that. We were wrong. Things should have changed. Afterward, Lloyd and the others met with Mayor Bixon, who had been aiding the resistance in secret. After discussing their immediate plans, Muriel and the resistance said their goodbyes and returned to their base in the mountains. Man, get a load of this airship. Gotta say, the church was the last thing I'd expect to have these babies stashed away. Must remind you not to write a word about this in your publication. Should you disclose this information, you can expect the church will never lend you their cooperation again. I get the feeling that even if she did, people would just pass it off as a tabloid piece. Same happens whenever anyone writes about Ouroboros. But Wazi! Relax, boys, my word is golden. The same goes for you, Risha Mao. As tempting as it is to write about the mysterious assassin's true identity, I appreciate that. Hey, Lloyd. Was having a tag-along really good idea? Well, at the very least, she's not one to go back on her promises. I've detected a new potential landing spot in Western Crossbow. Pinpointing coordinates now. It's at the midway point of West Crossbow Highway, near the fork in the road that leads to the police academy and prison. There, huh? That's where you were being kept, yeah? Didn't you say Garcia helped you break out of the joint? That's right. Believe it or not, I wouldn't be standing here if not for him. To tell you the truth, I've been worried about what happened to him after we split up. I get how you feel, but I wouldn't advise trying to go to the police academy. They've likely stepped up security since you made your getaway. The defense force is stationed at Belgar Gate too, which is the only other direction we could go. But that isn't much of an option either. You're telling me they'd arrest you guys on the spot if you showed up there. Regardless, I think it's still in our best interest to land. At the very least, we can scout out what the defense force is doing and take care of any potential cryptids. Understood. You should know that I had another warp circle placed in the mining village upon your disembarking. Whenever and wherever you're ready to land, you need only say the word. Berserker. Death Scorpion's precursor? Okay, let's see Randy's Orbment. Bro. Oh. Crimson Ray. Okay, I need to check up. I need to check what Flare Butterfly needs. Hold the actual phone. I actually should end stream right here because Final Fantasy 16 announcement in 15 minutes. Flare Butterfly needs 3 wins. I have 0 wins somehow. And 9 fire. Evade 3. Or blind 2. Evade 3 gives you minus defense, but that's not too bad. It gives a 5. Blind 2 gives 6, with a 20% chance to blind the enemy. Leg Breaker, Jupiter Bell. Oof. Leg Breaker gives 4. Okay. Lord Inferno. If we wanted it, we can't get it. It needs 17 fire, 6 and 6. That's not happening. We don't have enough fire. So, we need maximum 3. I don't need to, like, overly do this. But Magna Blaze we could add. Okay. Let's do Blind 2. Six and 6. Hold up. Hold up. We might actually be able to get this. Hold up. Six. Oh no, we wouldn't be able to. But unless we had like EP cut 3 or something. No, it wouldn't give it to us. We need like EP cut 3 and EP3 and like a whole bunch. If this was one line, we got it. We'd be able to do all of them. Oh, right, we're just missing 1-1 on this and then all the fire. Mars Bell. Oh. No, okay. That gives us 7. We only need 3. See, if this was level 5, I could have it on separate parts. I could put like wind here. Right, if I put like... Right, because this gives 3 wind. This alone, this right here alone gives... Oh, wait. Okay, hold up. We need 6 of time. I don't think I have anything that gives 6 time. What gives us 6 of time? Course list. Onyx Gem, which we get in this chapter. Okay. Can I do... I would need, like, EP Cut 2. Probably. Right, Shackle, and then... EP2. Not even. EP2 and I have it. I think. Or no, I need more fire, wouldn't I? Yeah, I need 17 fire. I guess I can't get it. But Lord Inferno is like the final one and I can't get it. Wait. If I put this... That would give us 20. Oh, 2. We need 2 for 17. Okay. $15, 4 and 4. Okay, so if I can get 2, that gives me time or space. Invigorate gives me time and earth. But this gives me space. This gives it to me. Dragon Vision. Right? I'd have 19, 6, and then I just need a 6th one, which would come next this chapter. And we'd have all of them. Well, almost all of them. I wouldn't have Impassion, which is recovery, so I don't care about that. Now, am I actually going to use this for me to trouble myself for it? No. Mm. We'll put this here for now. As a reminder. Oh, I really should end the stream now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end off here. I will be back tomorrow. With more of this. The finale chapters are gonna take a bit of time. Assuming I don't just try and do like 2 or 3 at a time. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.